morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are on the internet. This is Charlie, and today I will be playing the Oregon Trail. This idea came from an idea that I had when I received a book called 1001 Video Games You Must Play Before You Die, which is quite a foreboding title for an actually okay book. It has quite a wide selection of games in it, and I would like to get through them all, but depending on my lifestyle, I probably won't last long enough to do that. Anyway, I thought it would be a good idea to start completely at the start of the book with a game that was first released in 1971. But apparently, according to all the reviews that I've read online for this game, it's good and it's hard, and I will probably die a lot. So yeah, let's go and get dysentery in Oregon. Okay, so first up we have the start screen, which is pretty simple. We have travel the trail, learn about the trail, see the Oregon top 10, and then there's some options. Let's learn more about the trail. One thing it is worth mentioning about this game is that it was originally designed to be educational, apparently. Um, I think the thing it was mainly supposed to be teaching was the fact that a lot of people died in the past because shit was heavy. It was pretty easy to die. You could get eaten by wild animals. You could catch awful diseases, and yeah, it was a pretty dim time. But let's see how far we can get. So let's read more about the Oregon Trail. So it says, try taking a journey by covered wagon across 2,000 miles of plains, rivers, and mountains. Try. Wow, this game's sucky as fuck. On the plains, will you slosh your oxen through mud, oi oi, and water-filled ruts, or will you plod through dust 6 inches deep? How will you cross the river? If you have money, you might take a ferry, if there is a ferry, or you can ford the river and hope you and your wagon aren't swallowed alive. This is exceptionally foreboding. What about supplies? Well, if you're low on food, you can hunt. You might get a buffalo. You might. I reckon I could kill a buffalo. I think, yeah, given the right equipment, I can definitely kill a buffalo. And there are bear in the mountains. Shouldn't that be and there are bears in the mountains? Anyway, I'm not going to argue with the game. At the Dalles, I don't know, I'm not American. You can try navigating the Columbia River, but if running the rapids with a makeshift raft makes you queasy, better take the Barlow Road. No idea what that is. If for some reason you don't survive, your wagon burns, or thieves steal your oxen, no, not the oxen, or you run out of provisions, or you die of cholera, don't give up. Try again and again until your name is up with the others on the Oregon Top 10. And this just seems to be settings and things like that. Okay, you may want to quit in the middle of the program. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, and these are the credits. So thank you, Ed, Carolyn, Mark, Larry, and Julie. Okay. So there are some options for sound, but for some reason, with where this game is, which is on sort of an online archive, the machine, or the website rather, won't let me turn the sound on. So we are playing this without sound. But if I can figure out how to fix it, I will have the sound on for the next episode. But it's a really old game. As I said, it was published originally in 1971. This is sort of a remake. I think this was released about 1990. This is the only version I could really find that was, playable online. So that's what we're doing. So let's begin. So we want to travel the trail. I don't know why I'm traveling the trail. I don't know what's at the end of the trail, but let's do it anyway. So I can be a banker from Boston. I can be a carpenter from Ohio. I can be a farmer from Illinois. What is the difference? Let's see. Traveling to Oregon isn't easy, but if you're a banker, you'll have more money for supplies and services than a carpenter or a farmer. So I can be a high roller. I can just be, rolling in the dough, as many people would say. Well, people that are cooler than me, anyway. However, the harder you have to try, the more points you deserve. Therefore, the farmer earns the greatest number of points and the banker earns the least. Huh. So basically, it's not at all like real life, because you can, in this, you can either be a banker and have more money, earn less points, or you can be a farmer, have less money and earn more points. Whereas in real life, it's kind of you have more money, have more points, and have less money, have less points. I'm gonna go for the middle. I like the idea of being a carpenter. I'd like to be able to build my own wardrobe. Okay, what is the first name of the wagon leader? I'm guessing that's the dude here with the hat, pulling the oxen. Unless it's the little girl in the pink dress. I mean, she doesn't look old enough to be leading a wagon. So I'm going to assume that it's that dude. So, what does he look like? I could use my own name, but no. Let's call him Captain Fred. No, he can be Captain Fred, but he cannot be Captain Fred. Straight Cap Fred. Okay, so we have Captain Fred and his wife, Fart, and his 3 children, Gary, Buttplug, Buttplug, and let's just say he didn't bother to name this one because he didn't love it, so that's just number 4. Okay, so are these names correct? I assume I write yes here. Okay, it is 1848. Your jumping off place for Oregon is Independence, Missouri. You must decide which month to leave Independence. So we can go March, April, May, June, July. So I imagine whatever month we leave affects the game in different ways. So ask for advice. You attend a public meeting held for folks with the California-Oregon fever. That sounds venereal. You're told, if you leave too early, there won't be any grass for your oxen to eat. If you leave too late, you may not get to Oregon before winter comes. If you leave at just the right time, there will be green grass and the weather will still be cool. Okay, so that makes sense. I imagine March might be a bit too early, maybe still too early in April. Let's say May. I like the idea of May. Before leaving Independence, you should buy equipment and supplies. You have $800 in cash, but you don't have to spend it all now. Okay, I probably will because I am not good with money. You can buy whatever you need at Matt's General Store. Okay, I'm assuming that's Matt. Definitely a paedophile. He looks shifty. I don't trust him. I don't really want to buy things from him, but I assume there's no other place to buy what I need. So, yeah, let's buy it from the creepy dude in the apron. Hello, I'm Matt. So you're going to Oregon. I can fix you up with what you need. Sounds sexual. A team of oxen to pull your wagon, and clothing for both summer and winter. Plenty of food for the trip, ammunition for your rifles, and spare parts for your wagon. Okay, so he sells oxen, food, clothing, ammo, and spare parts. So let's buy some oxen. Oxen are always good. You can never have enough oxen. I myself have several oxen. There are 2 oxen in a yoke. I recommend at least 3 yoke. I charge $40 a yoke. I don't know if that's a good price for a yoke or not. But dude says we need 3 yokes. I trust him and his knowledge about oxen. I assume we need food. How much food do I have? I recommend you take at least 200 pounds of food for each person in your family. So there's 5 of us. Okay. So I'll need flour, sugar, bacon, and coffee. My price is 20 cents a pound. How many pounds of food do you want? Well, there's 5 of us, so it's a good assumption that I need 1,000 pounds worth of food. How much does that come to? So that's $320 so far. I think that's enough. Clothing. You'll need warm clothing in the mountains. I recommend taking at least 2 sets of clothes per person. Each set is $10. I mean, it doesn't look like... I mean, I can buy boots and a hat from him. I mean, am I just going to be walking around the Oregon Trail just completely naked, but for the boots and the hat? I don't know, but let's keep playing and find out. How many sets of clothes do you want? So 2 sets of clothes per person. So there's 5 of us again, so it would be a good bet that I need 10 sets of clothes. So let's go straight for that. So far we spent 420, blaze it. So we have so far spent $120 on oxen, $200 on food, $100 on clothing, ammunition. What's the recommended amount of ammunition I should buy, Mr. Pedophile? I sell ammunition in boxes of 20 bullets. Each box costs $2. He doesn't recommend an amount, so I imagine there's lots of dangerous animals on the Oregon Trail. So let's go for maybe so boxes of 20 bullets. 10 boxes. No, let's say 15 boxes. So that leaves your spare parts. It's a good idea to have a few spare parts for your wagon. Here are the prices. Wagon wheel, $10 each. Wagon axle, less tasty, also $10 each. And a wagon tongue. And that just sounds kinky. But is also $10. How many wagon wheels? I do like a wagon wheel. I mean, we've got 4 wagon wheels, so maybe an extra 4. Oh, my wagon may only carry 3 wagon wheels. Okay, so I will have 3 wagon wheels. Seems like an odd number. It seems like I can only carry 3 wagon axles, so let's just get 3 of each. Okay, so far we've spent $540, and that's out of the $800 that we can spend in total. So I think that's a good amount. I mean, I don't think we need much more than that. Let's keep going. Well then, you're ready to start. Good luck. You have a long and difficult journey ahead of you. What do you know, Matt? Stood there with your pipe and your apron. Bet you've never done the Oregon Trail, pussy. Weather is cool, health is good, pace is steady, and rations are filling. I may continue on the trail, check my supplies, look at my map, change my pace, change food rations, stop to rest, attempt to trade, talk to people, or buy supplies. What is my choice? Let's look at the map. Where are we? Okay, so we are in Independence, right down here in the bottom right, and we want to get to Oregon City by the coast. So we have to go through all these strange places. Not Mordor, but you know, still pretty strange. It is America. Okay. So we can change our pace. So I assume that means we go faster. The pace which you travel can change. Your choices are a steady pace, a strenuous pace, a grueling pace. So what are the differences between these paces? Steady, you travel about 8 hours a day, taking frequent rests. That sounds like me. You take care not to get too tired. Definitely sounds like me. You travel strenuous, you travel about 12 hours a day, starting just after sunrise and stopping shortly before sunset. You stop to rest only when necessary. You finish each day feeling very tired. Or grueling, you travel about 16 hours a day, starting before sunrise and continuing until dark. You almost never stop to rest. You do not get enough sleep at night. You finish each day feeling absolutely exhausted and your health suffers. There's no way I'm picking that. Let's go at a steady pace for now. We can stop to rest. We don't need to do that. We can attempt to trade. You meet another emigrant who wants 1 wagon tongue. He will trade you 45 bullets. We have a surplus of tongues. Yes. There we go. Well, that was easy. Much easier than I imagine it is in real life. But I don't know, I've never attempted to trade a wagon tongue for bullets before. Talk to people. This is not something I would do in real life, but what the hell, it's a video game. The traveller, Miles Hendricks, tells you, "Did you read the Missouri Publican today? Says some folks start for Oregon without carrying spare parts, not even an extra wagon axle. Must think they grow on trees. Hope they're lucky enough to find an abandoned wagon." That was my Miles Hendricks voice. Okay, so basically I think that's the game subtly hinting that we should always keep a good, healthy amount of supplies. Okay, let's continue on the trail. From Independence, it is 102 miles to the Kansas River crossing. So this is the second day of our journey. We seem to have quite a fair amount of supplies, and we have travelled 0 miles. Let's press the spacebar and see what happens. Press enter to size up the situation. Fart has a broken arm. What the fuck, Fart? It's like the third day of our journey. How did you do that? Like, I can't remember whether Fart's my wife or Fart is my child, but either way, I am already sick of Fart. Ridiculous. We've travelled 20 miles and you've got a broken arm. You're a liability, Fart. Wrong trail, lose 5 days. Well, that wasn't my fault. I'm not even in control. I think it was the oxen's fault. That doesn't even look like an oxen. That looks like a I don't know, big ugly bull thing, which I suppose is an oxen. I don't know. I'm angry. I've just lost 5 days. What's this? Oh, that's a road. Okay, so that's the trail that we went up, and which we should not have gone up. Okay, so the next landmark is 62 miles away, and the weather is hot, but we still have quite a lot of food, and we've travelled 40 miles, and so far all we have is one broken arm, which is okay. May 9th, so this is the 9th day of our journey. Weather is hot, health is good, pace is steady, and rations are filling. I can continue on the trail, blah blah blah, all the same options as before. I suppose I can stop to rest. Does that fix Fart's arm? I'm going to rest 1 day. I don't know whether Fart's arm has been fixed, but I don't care. They can suffer.